Hutch's weather update with meteorologist Hutch Johnson.
All right, everybody, it's been an absolutely stunning hump day here across the valley, but we got big time changes to talk about in your weather, and that's what we're going to do right here on Hutch's Weather. I want to thank all of you for subscribing to my YouTube channel and checking things out right here. And as you can see in the chat, this is a two-way conversation. I want to hear from you, and you let me know where you're watching from, and I'll try to answer any questions you might have on the weather that we're going to experience on a Thursday. Gwen, good to have you on from New Rockford. Hello, I love it up there in, well, the northern and eastern part of North Dakota. Let's take a look at what we have going on, shall we, as we head into the evening hours. I want to highlight some things in the weather for you, and we'll do that right here. First and foremost, here's the short list of what you need to know. Today was magnificent 50s, awesome weather, breezy conditions. Hello from South Fargo, a homeschooled mom. Good to have you on board, and thanks for watching. Now, Thursday looks gusty and dusty, and there'll be some cold flakes. These are the big changes I'm talking about here. Then Friday, a little bit of a rebound, although not hot. It'll be sunny and pleasant as the wind exits the area. And you can finally comb the hairs again. Weekend temperatures will be rising. Saturday, a little cooler than Sunday. I cannot rule out a sprinkle or a shower, but I think the better chance of the sprinkles and showers will make their way into the area as we head into next week. And that's a huge travel week, right? It's Thanksgiving week. And coming up tonight, later, I'll have the latest update. Here's what you need to know for Thursday, all right? Let's talk about this. This is a snapshot of the weather. Notice I've labeled it noon Thursday. This is what you can expect in your hometown. Look at your area on the map if you're in western Minnesota, across North Dakota, where you see these black lines moving north to south. Those black lines are lines of pressure, and the closer they are together, the stronger the winds. So at midday, all of us will have gusty winds. This red arrow indicates they're coming out of the north. Now, where you see the blue colors, I've labeled that flakes because you said it, folks. There's going to be some snow, but only along the border and not particularly heavy, but it's not going to feel nice. There is a leading edge of cold air coming at us from the north and from the west, and all day we'll have falling temperatures after around 9 in the morning to 10 in the morning, and it'll be early in the day when you have your warmest temperatures in your neck of the woods. So remember, tomorrow's going to bring changes. Let me show you this. Now, I talked about temperature. I want to tell you what to expect. And Kyle's asking, what's the weather supposed to be like in Plummer tomorrow? Kyle, I got to tell you, it looks like we'll be changing and getting colder with very gusty winds. Now, in the trees of Minnesota, the winds tend to be a little less strong, but once we get into the, well, open plains of North Dakota and the prairies, it gets gusty. I said gusty, I said dusty, and gusts will hit 40 miles per hour here in the Red River Valley, in extreme western Minnesota, and much of North Dakota as we go through the day. Flakes up north, gusty. Here's a look at your midday temperatures, okay? Here in the midday hours, I'm expecting those temperatures to be about as warm as they'll get all day. We're talking near 40 degrees in Fargo and mid-30s in Grand Forks and in the Thief River area. And we'll already be in the low 30s in Walhalla and in near Cavalier. And how about Rock Lake at freezing or below? The coldest of the air is up here in Manitoba, mid-20s, folks. And the north winds are going to usher it in just like someone's ushering you to your seat at your favorite, well, concert. Let's take a look at how temperatures look at a time that's important to you. How about quitting time on Thursday, 5 p.m. Now, typically we have our high temperatures this time of the year around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Not tomorrow. We will fall. Temperatures will be in the 20s. And folks, with winds over 20 miles per hour and gusting even higher, it's going to feel like it's in the single digits for some areas. So keep that in mind out there. It looks pretty gusty outside. Now, as we go through the day, the cold air continues to trek southward. Even Lakes Country, where temperatures will be a little warmer, at the 5 o'clock hour, still above freezing. We're on our way down. How low will we go? It's going to be pretty cold. But really what you want to know is how much snow. So let me answer that right now. How much snow? Here you go. Take a look at this. This is a model average. What does that mean? I got to tell you, when we're talking about snowfall forecasts or precipitation forecasts, we can have more snow in North War Road than South War Road. I know War Road ain't huge, but it can happen, right? Or it happens in Fargo, in Grand Forks, in Devil's Lake, where one side of town gets more or less. Same thing can happen with snow. So a model average can give us a little bit better of an idea of what that, well, expected amount will be. So I'll put that back up here right now, and you'll see Don't get too excited. Don't gas up the snowmobiles. Don't gas up the snowblowers. This snowfall can be handled with a broom or maybe even with just a little light shoveling up there in the north. We're talking a dusting to maybe an inch at our far northern counties. That's it. Walhalla, Rock Lake, you guys look like you could see the most. Botno, and then out in Montana, got some requests from some friends out there that said, are you covering the weather in Montana? Well, is the sky in Montana big? Yes, I'll cover the weather because that's where it comes from in the Dakotas. So for you in and around Brockton and Freud, you'll have more snow potential as we go through the early half of the day tomorrow. That's Thursday. So Thursday morning, we're talking 1 to 3 inches north of, say, Glasgow out here on the far left side of the map, all the way to the northeastern corner of Montana. Now, that means if you're in Crosby out there getting ready for the good old hockey game, it looks like it's time to break out the Zamboni, but only indoors. We're only expecting 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches. So that's what things are looking like. Now let's break it down to the 7-day forecast. Been developing my graphics here at home as I've been continuing to build out what we're doing. Check this out. Thursday, gusty and dusty. This is for Fargo now. 44 degrees and falling temperatures all the way through the day. As we go into the night, it looks like 20s with gradually decreasing winds to breezy as we go into Friday. Now, remember, you can throw your questions in here as well. And I really appreciate your kind words to your friends who may not have heard that Hutch is still around. He hasn't retired. He's here doing the weather on YouTube. Tell them to search for Hutch's Weather. I'd love to have a subscriber. Now, check this out. Breezy on Friday, but rebounding. And it looks nice on Sunday and Saturday. Now, the weekend, we'll see increasing temperatures. We're right back in the mid-50s, just a little cooler than we were today. All in all, it looks delightful. And then increasing clouds Sunday will lead to a chance of some precipitation on Monday. Then after that, things are looking like we'll head into some chillier weather and some unsettled weather for the holidays. Now, right here on YouTube, peruse my channel. You're going to see a video that I posted last night with a look at a couple of different models for that holiday forecast. I'm more concerned about the trip home after Thanksgiving for you than I am here in our area on the trip away. Okay, so you can get the latest on that. And coming up tonight, I will have an update for you as well on the holiday week storm for Thanksgiving holiday and what you travelers who are going over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house you go. It's time. It's time to get out there and really enjoy what's left of our weather. I got to tell you, I got a few more things to work on here in the house. I've been drilling holes in the walls and making lights so that I don't look like I'm in the dark room. Here, let me show you what without light, with light. Yeah, a little better. Okay, at any rate, we're having fun. I'm building things out. I got things to do before the sun sets on this absolutely stunning day. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I appreciate each and every one of you joining me. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, and we'll talk again a little later tonight.